Something powerful is happening in the world right now. Many people feel it, but few can explain it. It feels like life is moving faster, challenges are appearing more frequently, and deep inside there is a quiet voice asking us serious questions. Am I ready for what's coming next? The truth is, the real preparation for the future isn't financial, physical, or even intellectual. The real preparation is spiritual, because what's coming will not only test your strength, it will test your soul. And the people who will thrive in the future are not the ones who have the most control. They are the ones whose souls are prepared. So the real question becomes, how do you prepare your soul for what's coming? Let's talk about it. Most people move through life believing that events happen randomly. A problem appears, a door closes, a relationship ends, or a sudden opportunity shows up, and we often label these moments as luck, bad timing, or coincidence. But when the soul begins to awaken, a completely different understanding starts to form. You begin to see that life is not random at all. Every experience carries a message designed to wake something up inside of you. The awakening of the soul begins when you stop reacting automatically to life and start observing it with deeper awareness. Instead of asking why things are going wrong, you begin asking what life is trying to show you. This shift in perspective is powerful because it turns every situation into a teacher. Pain becomes a signal, challenges become guidance, and even delays begin to reveal hidden meaning. Many people live their entire lives on autopilot, reacting to circumstances without ever questioning them. But the moment the soul starts waking up, that autopilot begins to break. You start noticing patterns in your life. You realize that certain challenges repeat until you learn the lesson hidden inside them. You understand that discomfort is often the soul pushing you toward growth. This awakening also changes the way you see yourself. You no longer define your life only by achievements, possessions, or external success. Instead, you begin paying attention to your inner state, your thoughts, your reactions, and the deeper purpose behind your experiences. Awareness expands, and suddenly life feels more meaningful. When the soul awakens, ordinary moments start carrying extraordinary insight. Conversations feel more significant, intuition becomes clearer, and your inner voice grows stronger. What once looked like chaos begins to reveal a quiet order guiding you forward, gently pushing you toward the person you were always meant to become. Fear is one of the most powerful forces that shapes human behavior. It quietly influences decisions, reactions, and even the way people see the future. When uncertainty appears, the natural instinct of the mind is to hold tighter, to control every outcome, and to protect itself from possible pain. But the more a person tries to control everything, the more exhausted and anxious they become. This is because control is often an illusion. Life constantly changes, and no amount of planning can guarantee that everything will unfold exactly the way we expect. Preparing the soul requires learning how to loosen this grip. It means recognizing that fear is not always a warning sign, but often a barrier that prevents growth. Fear tells you to stay where things feel safe and familiar, even when your deeper self knows that something new is calling you forward. When people allow fear to lead their choices, they limit their own potential without realizing it. Letting go of control does not mean giving up responsibility or becoming passive. Instead, it means developing trust in the process of life. It means understanding that challenges and unexpected changes are often part of a larger path that the mind cannot fully see yet. When a person begins to trust that every experience holds a purpose, their relationship with uncertainty starts to change. Instead of reacting with panic or resistance, they become more open and calm in the face of the unknown. They learn to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. This inner shift creates space for courage to grow. The soul becomes stronger because it is no longer trapped by constant fear of what might happen next. With trust replacing control, the mind becomes clearer, decisions become wiser, and the path forward begins to unfold with greater clarity and meaning. In the middle of busy routines, constant information, and endless distractions, it becomes easy to lose connection with the deeper part of ourselves. Many people spend most of their time reacting to messages, responsibilities, and external demands, leaving very little space to truly listen to what is happening inside. Strengthening inner awareness begins when a person deliberately creates moments of stillness in their life. These moments allow the mind to slow down and the deeper voice within to become more noticeable. Inner awareness grows through simple but powerful practices such as reflection, silence, and mindfulness. Reflection allows you to look at your experiences with honesty instead of rushing past them. You begin asking yourself meaningful questions about your reactions, your choices, and the lessons hidden in everyday events. Over time, this habit helps you understand yourself more clearly and recognize patterns in your thoughts and behavior. Silence also plays an important role. When the noise of the outside world becomes quiet, the inner world becomes easier to hear. Thoughts settle, emotions become clearer, and intuition begins to guide you in subtle ways. Many people ignore this inner guidance because they are not used to listening to it. But when silence becomes a regular part of life, that guidance becomes stronger and easier to recognize. Mindfulness adds another layer to this awareness. It means being fully present in the current moment rather than constantly worrying about the future or replaying the past. When you are mindful, you notice your emotions without immediately reacting to them. You become more patient with yourself and others, and your decisions start coming from a place of clarity instead of impulse. As inner awareness strengthens, you begin to understand your motivations, fears, and desires more deeply. This understanding creates balance within the mind and the heart, allowing you to move through life with greater intention and wisdom. Pain is one of the experiences that every person tries to avoid. When difficulties appear, the immediate reaction is often frustration, disappointment, or the feeling that something unfair has happened. It is natural to want comfort and stability, but the deeper truth is that many of life's most meaningful transformations begin in moments of struggle. When the soul is preparing for a higher purpose, challenges often appear not to break a person, but to shape them into someone stronger and wiser. Every difficult experience carries the potential for growth. When a person begins to reflect on their hardships instead of simply resisting them, they start discovering lessons hidden within the pain. A failure may reveal the importance of patience and persistence. A betrayal may teach the value of boundaries and self-respect. A period of uncertainty may develop resilience and courage that would never grow in comfortable conditions. Transforming pain into purpose requires a shift in perspective. Instead of seeing hardship as punishment, it becomes possible to view it as preparation. Life has a way of placing people in situations that force them to grow beyond their current limitations. These moments may feel uncomfortable, but they often awaken qualities that were previously dormant. Strength, empathy, wisdom, and determination are frequently born through experiences that once seemed unbearable. This transformation also deepens compassion for others. When a person has faced their own struggles and learned from them, they become more understanding of the pain that others carry. Their experiences allow them to support, guide, and inspire people who are going through similar challenges. Over time, the very experiences that once caused the most pain can become the foundation of personal meaning. They shape character, clarify priorities, and reveal the deeper direction of one's life journey. What once felt like an obstacle gradually becomes the source of strength and insight that guides a person toward a more purposeful path. Every person carries a deeper purpose within them, but many spend years searching for it in external achievements, approval from others, or material success. While these things can bring temporary satisfaction, they rarely create the lasting sense of fulfillment that the soul truly seeks. Aligning with a higher purpose begins when a person starts looking inward and asking deeper questions about the meaning behind their actions, values, and direction in life. Living with intention means becoming more conscious about the choices you make each day. Instead of simply reacting to circumstances or following paths that others expect from you, you begin to ask whether your actions reflect the person you truly want to become. This awareness gradually shifts the way you approach life. Your priorities become clearer, and you begin focusing your energy on things that contribute to growth, connection, and positive impact. Alignment with purpose also requires honesty with yourself. Sometimes the path that feels comfortable is not the one that helps you grow. Purpose often asks for courage, patience, and commitment, especially during moments when progress feels slow or uncertain. Yet when a person continues moving in a direction that feels meaningful, a deeper sense of satisfaction begins to develop. Life starts to feel less like a series of random events and more like a journey with direction. Another important part of this alignment is service. Many people discover that their greatest fulfillment comes from contributing to something larger than their personal success. Whether it is helping others, sharing knowledge, creating meaningful work, or inspiring change, these actions allow the soul to express its deeper calling. As a person continues living with intention and awareness, their decisions begin to reflect their values more clearly. This consistency strengthens inner confidence and clarity, allowing them to move forward with a sense of purpose that feels authentic, grounded, and deeply connected to who they truly are.